Hi, I just wanted to put together a really quick video letting everybody know about an upcoming trip that we are planning for 2019. And it's a trip that a lot of people have been requesting over the years, and we finally decided we're going to go ahead and put it together, and it's going to be a trip to Israel. So if you're interested at all in visiting the Holy Land, incredibly historical area for all of the major monotheistic religions, from Judaism, Christianity to Islam. If you're interested in ancient history, medieval history, or even modern history, this is a trip that has something really for everybody. Right now, the trip is going to be offered through Explorica Travel. This is the company that I decided to go with. If you don't know who I am, I should have introduced myself already. Some of you may have taken classes with me in the past. Some of you may know me from elsewhere. The trip that I'm putting together is going to be with my good friend and colleague, Paige Graham, who is another instructor here at the college with me. I'll tell you a little bit about both of us in a second. Those of you that don't know us. But this is not a trip that is offered as a Central Piedmont Community College term abroad. This is a trip that we're putting together just for those that are interested. It's a personal enrichment opportunity, an opportunity to learn and grow in your personal life. And it is this tour, Israel 2019. The dates that we have set up right now, May 30th to June 8th of next year. If you want to watch the screen as I talk, I'm just going to click through the PowerPoint that I threw together a little while ago. But to introduce myself, I'm going to be one of the tour leaders. I've been teaching at Central Piedmont for about 13 years right now. I currently serve as the Discipline Chair of Humanities, Philosophy, and Religion. My background is in classics and classical archaeology. I also have a degree in philosophy, and I currently teach ethics, logic, world mythology, ancient medieval humanities, as well as a number of other courses, normally including our cultural studies term abroad program. But my academic interests vary from ancient history in general to ancient archaeology, philosophy of religion, mythology, Islamic studies, and I'm also interested very much in Crusade history. So that's a little bit about me. My colleague, Paige Graham, has been teaching at the college a lot longer than myself. He's been teaching here over 30 years. He's got his background in English and English literature, though he's done a lot of graduate work in religious studies, particularly in biblical studies, over at our Reformed Theological Seminary. And I've traveled with him before on terms abroad, particularly to Italy, Greece, and Turkey. Currently at the college, he is a teacher in world religions, New and Old Testament, as well as mythology. I actually included, if you're interested, a link to his own website where some of his lectures are posted. Great guy, very intelligent, should be a lot of fun to travel with. As we go through the PowerPoint, just got some information on why people should travel. If you've never traveled out of the country, this is something that will definitely change your life. I did it the first time when I was in an undergraduate for my senior year in college. Been interested in doing it ever since, and I've traveled quite a bit. Usually go with students because I think it's a lot of fun to go with groups. There are lots of advantages to doing this. The company that we're going with is a company that I've actually traveled with before as well. I've traveled with a few different companies, but Explorica is one of them. Got a lot of respect for the company. They have a great product. They put together some really great tours, and it's a very well-oiled machine. They've had over 15 years of student travel as well as travel for other groups. Good value. One of the reasons I'm going with a tour company is because they do have the ability to put together packages much more inexpensively than if you were to price these types of things on your own. I'll tell you everything that's included in the tour price in a second, but these are some other benefits of the company. Also, a lot of people are concerned when you go to someplace like Israel, is it going to be safe? And Explorica has a great reputation for safety, and they've got a lot of things in place to make sure that we don't have to worry about any kind of problems that might arise. Anyways, the trip itself is Israel. It's a Israel highlights tour. So we're going to be seeing a number of places that I'm sure you've heard of or at least seen pictures of, which are on the screen right now. But in a little bit more detail, I'll show you what the exact itinerary is. We're going to be leaving from Charlotte North Carolina, and flying into Tel Aviv. I don't know if that's going to be direct or not at this point, but that is where we're going to arrive. And our first day, we'll hook up with a tour director who's going to be our logistics guy. He's going to be the person that gets us checked into hotels, takes care of all ticketing, transportation, speaks the language, is with us basically 24/7 so that we don't have any problems along the way or questions. And we're going to start off by going to the Galilee region, which is where we begin. On day 3, we're going to tour the Sea of Galilee area and then go to Capernaum and St. Peter's Church. I've included a few pictures of some of the things that are in Capernaum. On the left-hand side of the screen is actually the St. Peter's Church ruins and site. I'm not going to point out everything that is in each of these pictures, but you can get at least a feel for how awesome some of these sites are going to be. On the third day, we're going to also see Tiberias, the Mount of Beatitudes, Tabgha, Church of the Primacy of St. Peter, the Church of the Fishes and Loaves, and the visit to Jesus' baptismal site at the Jordan River, at least what's commemorated as Jesus' baptismal site. On the fourth day, we're going to be going outside Galilee. We're going to see the Beit Shan excavations, which is going to be awesome. It's a fantastic Roman ruin, very well preserved. We're going to go to Nazareth, Church of the Annunciation. We're going to tour the Valley of Megiddo, which you see down in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. Caesarea archaeological site, and me being somebody who is really into archaeology, those are the types of places that I love to go, not only Beit Shan, but Caesarea, which is incredible Roman ruins, again, the theater and the hippodrome and things like that. On the fifth day, we're going to be going to Jerusalem, and as well seeing Jericho, Qumran, and Bethlehem. We'll see the Mount of Temptation. We're going to go to the Qumran Caves for a visit, as well as the Church of the Nativity and Shepherd's Field visit. Some of the sites are actually on the screen. You can see the Qumran Caves, Jericho down in the lower left, and the Church of the Nativity down in the lower right. We're going to be staying in Jerusalem and doing a lot of the travel from our location there. On the sixth day, we're going to visit Mount Moriah, Kidron Valley, Valley of Gehenna, Mount of Olives, Temple Mount, and finally get to some of the great Islamic sites like the Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Dome of the Rock, which is one of the most beautiful Islamic structures, I think, in the world, and also see the Garden of Gethsemane and the tomb of King David, as well as the site supposedly of the Last Supper. On the seventh day, we'll be going to the Wailing Wall, Western Wall Tunnel. We'll see the Pool of Bethsaida and go through the Via Dolorosa and one of the most important Christian sites, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. At least one of the suggested sites for where Jesus was buried. On day 8, we go up to another really awesome place that I've always wanted to go to, which is the fortress at Masada that was built by King Herod, and where the Romans basically surrounded and besieged the remaining Jewish rebels in 73 AD, and where they unfortunately all died rather than be captured alive by the Romans. And then we'll also see the Dead Sea, which is supposedly this wonderful place to, like a nature-made spa. Day 6, we're going to go back to Tel Aviv, see a little bit of the modern city, spend the night there, and then on day 10, we're going to be heading home from Tel Aviv back to the United States. It's an all-inclusive tour, so like I was saying, not only do we have the tour director that's with us, the tour fee is going to cover your round-trip airfare, all the transportation in-country accommodations in all the hotels, depending on your age, if you're going to be grouped with triple or quad rooming or in a double room. Really, anybody could upgrade to a double room, but basically I believe it's 23 years old or older, you're automatically grouped into a double room, so the price is going to be a little bit more for that rooming upgrade. We do have breakfast supplied every day, dinner daily, some of the authentic local cuisine. If you're interested in Middle Eastern food, there's some wonderful food that you can get in Israel. All of our entrance fees to the archaeological sites, museums, and places like that are taken care of. We do have guided tour guides at various locations that will be with us to kind of give us the lay of the land and explain some of the history and background. Since us as instructors, we're not allowed to actually lecture on site in various countries because we're not licensed, we have that. The things that are not included, of course, would be your passport fees, any kinds of spending money, lunches, which are basically free time for us as travelers and things like that. So again, it's a well put together package. There are different ways to pay for it. They have an automatic payment plan and a manual payment plan. Right now, it's very early. It's over a year away. Right now, I'm taping this video in April of 2018, and the trip's not until May of 2019. So if you were to do an automatic payment plan, it would break your payments up into manageable amounts over the next coming number of months. There is also opportunities to raise funds if you're interested in doing that. How to enroll and where you can find the price is actually on the online website. So if you go to www.explorica.com/didonato, that's DIDONATO-8769, it'll bring you right to my website or the tour site where you can see the pricing and all the other information that's there for you. You could also call and talk to somebody if you need help registering. I believe it's only $50 to register, and then they can put you on the automatic payment plan. It's going to be an exciting time. I'm encouraging you guys to join me. Friends, family, it's open to anybody. There are really no age restrictions. Since it is not a college term abroad, we don't have all the stipulations that the college usually puts on us. So I'm really wanting to open this up to anybody that's interested in traveling. And I think it's, like I said, going to be a great time. Thank you so much for watching. Do give it some consideration. The earlier you register, the better you're going to be able to lock in a better price. And I believe they have a $150 discount that's until close to the end of this month, which is again April 2018. So if you can get enrolled earlier, you can save a little bit extra money doing it that way. So again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see some of you on tour next summer. Take care.